Hi there, my name is Justin Nogle, and I have bipolar disorder. I also have anxiety disorder, but my primary diagnosis is bipolar disorder. 1 in 5 people in the United States will, at some point in their lifetime, struggle with a mental illness. Mental illness is very, very real. This is part 1 of a series where I'm going to tell my story and tell you what it's like to have mental illness, and then explain how I got to be where I am now. So why am I doing this? One morning I woke up kind of revved up. It's been 20 years since my journey began, and I realized that I'm not doing enough to help those that are struggling with mental illness. You are not alone. That is one of the big tenets of NAMI, which is the National Alliance on Mental Illness, of which I've been a part for several years, giving speeches, and it's true. We like to hide in the darkness, and we're afraid to speak up and reach out because of stigma. But I'm telling you now, you are not alone. That is one of the primary reasons I'm doing this. Additionally, in an effort to cure stigma, I'm trying to educate others, educate you, educate people taking care of you maybe, if you have a mental illness, and give you guys hope. Give you hope that there is progress to be made. You can recover and lead a good, stable life. Also, I want to encourage you then to reach out for help. If you are struggling and you have not been helped, please, please talk to someone, talk to family, friends, reach out to a doctor, counselor, psychiatrist, etc. So, like I said, I have 20 years of experience dealing with mental illness, and it's just a whole ball of fun. So you may ask yourself, why in the world would you go on YouTube and just broadcast this to everyone? And that is a tremendous question. And I'll tell you what, it is an incredible medium to share my story on a much, much larger scale. And I'll get into this more later, but I've done speeches with NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, explaining my story. But in this regard, it's a video, and it's captured. It can be watched, rewatched, shared, and on the internet. And I hope that this reaches people that could really use this story and the knowledge. I have, for most of my life, hidden the fact that I have mental illness. And it's been until fairly recently, other than the bigger speeches I've given, that I've really acknowledged and put forth the fact that I have this mental illness, and I'm not afraid to acknowledge it and share it. So future videos I'm hoping to do will have concentrations on faith, one of them, and another will be about rage and suppression, something that sadly has been a part of my life for a long time. I'm also hopeful for guest speakers. I've talked to a few select individuals, and if we can get everything situated, I really hope to have them on board to tell their story as well. So please stay tuned for part 1 of my mental health journey. Get excited.